How to become a construction scheduler. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the key steps that must be followed if you want to be successful in the construction scheduler role. So if you're into that, stay with us. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about, and this will be a short 5-minute video, about the key things that you need to take into consideration if you're going to be a scheduler, and then I'll link you to the longer 11-minute topic of what construction schedulers do. So this is a jam. By the way, I do know what I'm talking about. I've been this, I've led multiple departments. I educate on this all the time. This is a jam. So let's start out number one. You cannot do well without experience, okay? Do not, under any shape or form, any circumstance, go become a senior scheduler or a scheduling director without field experience. And so here's what I'm asking you. Please go take time to become field engineer. Please spend time with the project teams. Please go actually do the do. If you don't have it, then you will be a disconnected resource and it will hurt your career and it will hurt the project team. Here are some relevant things. If you can work in the craft, that's absolutely amazing. If you can work as a field engineer, this is probably my favorite one right here. If you can actually get all the way to an assistant superintendent, that would be great. And if you can't do this, at least spend good time, and here's a good suggestion. This is a good video. Spend time, go on as many walks, boots on the ground, with superintendents, field engineers, field leaders, foremen as you possibly can. So you can't ignore this. This is absolutely huge. All right, second, you're going to be asked to use a lot of different types of formats, but I want you to be in a time by location format in your brain, okay? Now there's other ways to look at this, but for construction scheduling, I'm going to talk about time by location. That means time is on the top and location is on the left. Now you're going to be asked to master CPM, you're going to be asked to master TACT, you're going to be asked to master last planner system, you're going to be asked to master Scrum, okay? Whatever you do in any of these systems, time by location, time by location, time by TACT is already time by location. And even in your work breakdown structure, time by location. If you don't have the time by location mentality or format, then you won't see trade bottlenecks, you won't see zone bottlenecks, you won't zone your project properly, you won't be able to design to the work package, you won't be able to level your work, and you will not be successful visualizing the make-ready efforts or the work or the steps in the last planner system. You have to program your brain that way. So these are key. I've talked in other videos about getting the right education. Whatever that means from an education standpoint, obviously you're going to need to know the basics of the systems. You are going to need to know the formats, the technology, so education is key. By the way, one thing that I want to say here, when you're getting your education, CPM is not your base. TACT, or I would say critical chain project management, needs to be your philosophical base. CPM is not a working system. If you have to use CPM, you're going to insert TACT and CCPM, critical chain project management methods, into this format, but you will never use CPM as a base as a scheduler in construction. Okay, step number 4. Make sure that when you're doing everything, you're doing it from the construction drawings, right? We don't want to have just button pushers. We don't want to have data entry experts, although if you do that, that's important. But we want people that can literally page flip through a set of construction drawings and specs and create a production plan with the superintendent, with the project manager, not for them where you're going to undermine their abilities, but do it with them, but based on the actual builder aspects of that construction project. Like, let's get down to the meat of what we're doing. It's not a guess, it's not data entry, it's not a template, it's we are scheduling these drawings. And lastly, number 5, I would say learn at every opportunity. If you have started out and you have your education, your experience, and you've gotten the right base, there's nothing wrong with going out there and getting your certifications, like your TACT certification, your Scrum certification, Last Planner training. The Lean Builder offers an amazing one. These are great certifications to go do. Attend trainings, okay? Go ahead and reference books. There's some amazing books on it. Continually develop, because most construction schedulers only know CPM, and that is a mistake. You want to have as broad a perspective as you possibly can. So continue to develop. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm just going to turn this into a quick checklist for you and a quick blog post, but I want to link you to a longer video about the responsibilities of a construction scheduler. And I want to leave you with this advice. Do not handicap the team or the superintendent. The team and the superintendent are in charge of the plan as the builders. Only help them, do it with them, but never do it for them. I hope you've enjoyed this quick video. On we go.